We have finished with several industry already in the first sessions. We have finished with the food industry, food and beverage industries. We have finished with the clothing industry, and we also have finished with the mini mart industries too. Okay, so for the next two groups, you are going to listen for the energy industry and also the financial industry too. Okay. So you can start now, group five. The floor is yours, okay?
Thank you, Richard. Could you hear me clear well?
Yeah, it's not quite well, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Yep.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. So, we could find, uh, we will talk about the oil company from the United States, ExxonMobil. Please, please move to the next slide. Okay. So here our content. We will talk about introduction. We will introduce you about what is this company selling, and we talk about where we will open branches in Phnom Penh City, and we will list some a number of factors that will contribute to the decision making of this company, and we will conclude. Please move. Okay, so let me introduce you to this company, ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is a well-known, largest publicly traded oil and gas company. Uh, they sell oil and gas. They also produce chemical products like synthetic rubbers, industrial alcohol, and so on. And this company was founded in 1999. Then their headquarters is based in the city of Urban, Texas, in the United States. And some information about this company is that their revenue in 2023 they earn approximately about 178 billion US dollar. And in the United States, there are more than 12,000 mobile and ExxonMobil gas station in the United States. But those gas stations they are owned by brand distribution, also owned by this company itself. And for the outlook for energy, this company uh, for the company for the outlook for energy report in 2018, which they believe that it expect climate change and increasing demand in developing world will have a wind and solar energy growth, but uh, oil and natural gas will also remain important energy sources and require significant investment, especially developing countries still need natural gas for their development. Please move to the next slide. Okay, thank you. So for this part, we talk about the rationale for the ExxonMobil plans for gas and station branches in Phnom Penh City, and the company will choose Phnom Penh as their first branch opening. So Phnom Penh market is will be a good investment for the company to open gas station. As you can see, that in Cambodia there are many foreign gas stations. So there are not many foreign gas stations, so it will make this brand ExxonMobil less competition, like competition in the in complexity. And according to the Ministry of Public Work and Transportation report, in complexity there are approximately 600,000 vehicle driving on the road right now. So it can be a good investment for this company. And this is it. Oh no. On the other hand, Phnom Penh will be good for location for this company in such as we choose three factors to for demonstrate our calculation. The first is a local input, local demand, and transfer input. Thank you.
Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes, Sonika. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so choosing Phnom Penh as the first location for this brand in Cambodia, like they both hold the advantages and disadvantage. Um, the property price in Phnom Penh are probably higher comparing to other part of the country, and for gas station, the minimum size that require to build one is like 100 square meters. So it's like require really big space, and which force us to look for the location that are spacious and hopefully with the low price tag and competition. So even though ExxonMobil is like a new brand that enter into Cambodia, gas station is not a new product, and like the gasoline is not a new product, and all gas station offer gasoline. So it's like we can choose any brand to buy to consume from. That is why strategic location is really important for us, and we cannot choose only one location to start to introduce our brand into the customer. So we choose 3 locations, and the first location we choose it based on the cost and competition. And the first location is in the Jorojawa area on National Road number 6 in the like Ballet Bridge area. So Jorojawa area is not like it's a very strategic location for gas station, because it's not only in the area where there are dense communities, but the location is also the main road that connect Phnom Penh to other important provinces such as Kandal province, Kampong Cham, Siem Reap province, and others important province. However, Jorojawa area is probably one of the location that has a high rental price tag, but we do have a lot of advantage as the location in the area are only slowly start to develop. So there are less high-rise infrastructure, there are less high-rise building, and the land that are available are mostly spacious. And the area available up to 500 square meters for only like $3,500 to $4,500 per month. And this is according to most of the real estate website. We do not know the exact price, and we do not know if the price may change according to the type of business that we are opening. But aside from the high rental price, the land tag is only cover 10% of the rental price in Cambodia. So like it's kind of a good deal to like for us to open the gas station if we look at the demand in the area. And if we look at the competition in the area, it's kind of high competition. However, most of the competition in the particular area, they are small and family-side business. They are only small gas station, and in this area have less competition that are big companies such as PTT or Caltech or more. And the second, another slide. Our second location that we choose is in Jamjak area on National Road number 4, also known as the ASEAN Highway 11. National Road 4 is probably one of the most important road in Cambodia, because like it is the main road that connects Phnom Penh to Siem Reap, which make it really busy with the commercial truck as well as normal commuters. So moreover, this area has a very dense community. Like there are a lot of local, there are a lot of people, and as you can see in the map, there are big marketplace, there are school, and there are also a lot of factories in the area. So like it also has the road that connected the road that connected to National Road number 5. So the price tag in the area is like up to 4,000 and 5,000 per month. And the competition in this area is very high. We have to compete with other big companies such as PTT, Caltech, and Total, and more. But this location is too important for us to look over, as the road is mostly used to connect Phnom Penh with the seaport in Siem Reap. And another slide. The third location is along the Hun Sen Boulevard. This area holds a lot of promises of development, as there are a lot of residential area and luxury apartment that currently in infrastructure. Especially there also like the new Eon shopping mall also located in this area, and the price tag is like up to 4,500 to 5,000 a month, with like the size of 500 square meters. So it's kind of high, but this area is like newly developed, like the road was just built, and most of the developer was only focused on like building the residential infrastructure, only focused on building luxury buildings. So so far, if we look at the Google map, if we look at the location, we have not seen much of a gas station in this area, which make us like have a lower competition, like the competition in this area is remain low for us. So that's it. Thank you.
So moving on to security. So beside cost and competition, we also need good security for the ExxonMobil. So the three locations that Sonita has mentioned for the gas station located along Honsai Boulevard, National Road number 6, and along the National Road number 4. So it's a little far away from the airport, and those areas are in outskirts nearby Phnom Penh and have a lot of people live there and known as a busy route. So as a gas station, it's very important for making a right decisions on choosing the locations which nearby fire department and also police stations. So based on the three locations mentioned above, it can ensure that ExxonMobil follow right location factor. So moving on to the next presenter.
So for the next slide is about the low demand. So sorry for local demand. So the local demand for ExxonMobil focusing on the busy district. So as you mentioned, it's along Hon San Boulevard, National Road 6, and National Road 4 near airport. So which are the busy commute that is good for our business. And the location for ExxonMobil station is on the main road. So it is a location that all consumer or the driver are easy to stop by and parking in a big space. And looking into the location, those locations are nearby Phnom Penh, which thousands of vehicles come across every day, and it is one of the economic location that would be affecting to make the ExxonMobil a better location to operate. And also the location would be the center of economic, which provide us an opportunity to attract the consumer. Thus, the three location choosing above will offer us the economic of the larger volume. So move on to the next slide. So next we looking into the transport output. So since the ExxonMobil only plan to open their first gas station around the suburban area of the city, which we have been mentioned the three location, and it's not in the province. So the company will spend on the transportation cost to transport energy is less cost as the location is connected to highway, which make it more convenient for our transport from the seaport to the capital. So move on to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Tida. Thank you, Tida. So, Ratan, I will conclude that. So, as been demonstrated so far, you have learned about the three factors that we choose, the three chosen location for ExxonMobil gas station in Phnom Penh carefully consider before this company invest the in Cambodia. So, the first, as the nature of company is oil and gas industry, in which is heavily imported from abroad, the consideration for local supply is putting aside. However, the supply route is heavily considered as a final product is imported through a sea lane and highway, in which forces the company to consider on easily access routes for a considerable transportation cost. The second, as one of newly foreign companies to invest in the kingdom, the company wants to benefit from domestic consumption for this necessity goods. So the three locations are the starting points for a long-term investment, as it is needed to make the brand to be well heard across the capital and the kingdom, and easily accessible to the public. Therefore, the first three corners of gas station that we have mentioned are installed as to make more profit from a heavily concentrated population in the suburb in Phnom Penh and the main roads for in and out of the capital, as well as a good environment with local authority in the region. And lastly, the chosen places are taking tax and competition into consideration. As for the land to rent are approximately 10%, so as Sonita mentioned, and which could be paid through revenue earned from the sale for the low competition in these three selected areas. And this is all for for our group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the example groups. Are there any questions from the listener in terms of this company? They propose several locations, which are the dense communities. Yeah, let's say there's so many people traveling around, and then I don't know whether you all has the ideas to add or any questions to be clarified. Okay, just have a quick question from me. The question quite similar to the previous group also. This one is just the gasoline company, and then the raw material should be from the Saihan wheel, I believe, in order to transport to the city. Why don't you choose at the Saihan wheel and then you choose at the city instead?
Thank you, teacher. So we have discussed about steering wheel, but however, as a newly company, we want to attract more customer and we want to invest and earn more profits. So Phnom Penh City is an ideal choice because people are heavily concentrated and it's a financial capital. So that's why we choose and Phnom Penh City.
Okay, okay, that's good enough. Okay, again, thank you so much for example group. Can we just move to the last group? Yeah, about Citibank. Citibank, currently we don't have the Citibank in Cambodia, but Citibank already placed its branches in many countries across the Southeast Asia, such as Singapore, Thailand, and Indonesia, as I remember correctly. So not yet Cambodia. So if they would like to invest in Cambodia, so where is the good location for them? So this group will introduce you these ideas and then just notice this, okay? I think if you are working with the financial industry, this one should be the good topic for you to look at. And then the group members also give you some idea about this too, okay? So the last group, the floor is yours, so please enjoy it, okay?
Thank you, good evening, lecturer and classmates. We are from group 6, and our group consists of Bangrawat, Tony, Manirawat, Lopesh, Daniel, and Sachaniat. And today we are honored to be giving a short discussion on Citibank. And let's move to the next slide, please. So here is our content. So if Citibank would like to open branches in Cambodia, our group would like to recommend the location around the National Bank of Cambodia and the Riverside by explaining to four main points, such as local import, local demand, transfer import, and outside demand. Next, please. So for local import, there are resources, supplies, and services that are available in our area. The first one is the public services. Of course, are important services for Citibank to open in Cambodia. Public services are given locally, such as police, fire protection, hospital, and more other public services. The location around the National Bank of Cambodia and the riverside can be provided well public services since it is located in the central of Phnom Penh city. And another sector is labor, which accounts for a significant share of overall input cost. Opening a new location require a amount labor force in Cambodia, especially in Phnom Penh, and human resource related to the banking system are quite a lot, which give convenience for Citibank. And finally, there is a local amenity qualities that play an extremely important role in residential site choices, such as the aesthetic or cultural factors of neighborhood or community. The area of the national business or commercial zone. Thus, opening Citibank in such a location like this is a friendly option to be considered. And let's move to the another one is local demand. So for the local demand, it is the need of the local community, and Citibank is best for those who prefer access to bank branches and ATMs, have enough money in their account to avoid monthly fees, want access to a variety of credit card options, and desire multiple checking account options to fit their lifestyle. Moreover, having Citibank tends to demand since it makes people as well as business around the National Bank of Cambodia and Riverside become easier since it is the location where it is full of crowd places and people, especially foreigners. So let's move to the transfer import, which will be presented by my teammate. Thank you.
So for the transfer input is more like focusing on digital banking service or digital banking features, and just like Nirod mentioned earlier about how this bank can benefit a lot of foreigners in Cambodia, and also not just foreigners, right, but also Cambodian citizens in general. And but I'll also touch upon how this digital banking services can benefit the outside demand, which is the next point on my slide. But first, let's go through all of these four features first of the Citibank. So the first feature that might be beneficial, or however you want to call it, is the Citi mobile app, right? It's like the ABA app. Like the users are in control of their finances. They can transfer funds for their international account or domestic accounts stemming from like the FX rates, and they can do it, and then they also can manage their banking online as well. And the second feature is called the Citibank Online, that provide users a very secure and convenient access to all of their banking accounts in case of whenever or wherever they need to perform their financial transactions, like online credit card service, online investment, online payments, whatever you name it. And third, right, it's like the security and risk that might kind of attract a lot of consumers, because they protect your data via their smartphone or equipment, and they also like update their security system pretty regularly just to keep everything on toes, right? And then the last feature is called the City Alerts, like which is related to the information directly to the users mobile stemming from the registration services. The features of City Alerts kind of related to like the ATM cash withdrawal or something like that. So these are like the four features of like the digital banking services. Can we move to the next slide? And how these four features kind of attract the not just outside demand, but a lot of Cambodian citizens as well. Let's say, for example, let's look at earlier, we kind of picked our place near the National Bank of Cambodia and near the riverside, and actually near riverside is where a lot of foreigners reside, right? And Cambodia is also known for its tourism as well. And now that we are open to tourism again, I think it might be a good opportunity for the bank to come or to make the investment. Let's say, for example, if you are a frequent traveler or you are a foreigner, right? Your credit card can enjoy many benefits by using the service of this bank. Let's say, for example,
the airport lounge says, you get air accident insurance, for example. You get the reward for shopping or anything in Cambodia, and not just for frequent travelers, right? But also for like businessmen. The bank has 24-hour service for different time zones. So in case you want to make transfer right in the middle of the night, you can still do it, right? And also bank also has a lot of um, other features for a lot of foreigners as well. Let's say, for example, you can take the loan, but you can pay it at any branches of the Citibank. So those are like the 4 features that kind of correlate or coincided with the demand of Cambodia. So I think that's pretty much it for our presentation. Thank you. If you have any questions, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for Citibank Group. Are there any questions you want Citibank Group to address for you? Okay. Yes, can I just check with you a little bit? The National Bank of Cambodia, you refers to the one which is near central market, or the one is in central bank?
Excuse me, lecturer, could you repeat the question again, please?
Yes, near the National Bank of Cambodia. I'm just curious that you refers to the old place or you refers to the current place.
We prefer to the current place, like.
Okay, so it's in Sansok, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit surprising because in Sansok there are several. Yeah, there are very few banks decided to settle over there. Yeah, but your idea quite interesting to listen to. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Why I said so, because in the yes, of course it's close to the very big super malls, but it's still not so good for the facility accessibility. So okay, but it's all right. Thanks that your idea. Okay, so again, thank you so much for your effort in terms of this. Have you ever set your slide presentation in the Microsoft Teams? Hello?
We have
Okay,
Yes,
very good,
like
thanks.
we.
Okay, very good, thanks. So let me continue to our lesson a little bit as we discussed in our menu for today. Let me share you the textbook a little bit, and then I can walk you through a little bit before we close our discussion. Okay. For the for last week we already discussed about the individual's location decisions, and then we haven't gone through with the transfer course yet. So I think it's one also very interesting things that you have to look at. Okay. We are hardly to fragment our operation into different specific area. It's a little bit hard for us. That's why you need to look at the transfer course, okay? And in this chapter, in this module, you might, not in the module, in this part, you might learn about some economic characteristics of the transfer operation, okay? Operation is it's a little bit complicated to manage. That's why you need to look at that too, okay? And after this, some characteristic of the transfer operation, you're also going to see the characteristic of features of the transfer cost and rate. we need to understand the operation first, how it's going to be operated, and then you need to look at the features that, and the course, and also the data which could be transferred. Okay, and under that part, we will look at the road system and services point. Okay, just talk to you about the major thing only. Okay, and local economy. This one also one of the features of the course transfer, I would say. Okay, you might learn this in terms of this graph. Yeah. If you have any question with this, I will go to we get back to you also, hopefully next week. Transfer course and rate, I think I already discussed to you. We need to look at to the how you will see in the graph about, and then you also need to look at the traffic rules. And that's why I'm always asking you if you already realize that our port is at the same wheel, why you decided to bring your plan or your manufacturing into the city. Okay, so that is not a good idea. Or might be somehow that's a good idea for your understanding, but you need to look at this in more detail, and then I believe it will be your concept also. Okay. This one is just the graph for you. Okay. You may look at this a little bit. And competitive roads, I think. Discrimination among services and commodities. Yeah, directions. Simplification of rate and structure. Sorry, like this. There's several graphs for you to learn too. Okay, time, cost, and transfer. There's also a P in this. Locational significant characteristics of transfer rate. I don't think this one is quite important for you. But about 3, yes, I can say. This is very sketchy graph, and then it just try to look at the better way out here doing the transportations. Okay, yep. And here, see that this cross-border system connected 3 points. If you look at to this concept, I think if that is one case study you can also look at. Let's look at the case study of the British and the French. I think British and French. Nowadays they are facing the challenges in terms of the sea matters because of the ship traveling roads. Okay? This one is also playing the major role in terms of its geographical locations. And this one, I don't want you to look at this, okay, in detail. Just roughly look at it, okay. Yeah, that is the core transfer. There's a lot of things that you can learn from this. Okay, I think I just got you through this very quickly like this, and you can go into detail about your own first, and then if you have any doubt, just let me know in next week, okay? Okay, I have another discussion with you for today. I think I already said with the assignment, right? Right.
That's how you set deadline on 25 November.
25 of November. Okay. Are there any concerns about the assignments that you need might have? Yes, as I remember correctly, for the assignments, you need to submit me during the 25th of November for every group, and then group 1 needs to do the presentation, as I remember correctly, and then we also need to have the panel discussion for the second session after the first group finished, after your presentation finished, right? Yeah. Okay. How is going with the assignments? Hello.
So I have one question about Simon. We after we submit on 25 November, when will we do presentation?
Yeah, the first group needs to do the presentation on the 25th of November too, okay? Just only group 1. But the other group, you need to submit the summary, or not the summary, the assignment papers by 25th. Okay, all the group, but the presentation just only the group ones. Is that clear?
And next group will follow by the next week. Right.
Yes, you're right. The next
Thank you.
week you follow by the next group, meaning to say group 2, group 3, group 4, 1 week for one group, okay? I will inform you to when we are going to have our midterms. I will inform you in advance, so you may have time, and then we may have one break in terms of presentations, okay? Meaning to say that 1 week for only you or the midterm, okay? And then we can continue our presentations. Is that clear?
So one
Okay.
more presentation is full session, right? The first session.
I hope that we can just cover only 70 minutes. Yeah, I hope that. Yeah, we cannot come to 90 minutes since we need to wait some of our classmates. Yeah, so let's arrange your presentation within 70 minutes only. Okay. With 70 minutes without Q&A, the Q&A and also the discussion will be appear in the second sessions. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Thanks. Okay, are there any concern about the assignments? I just would like to remind you a little bit, okay? After you enjoying your water festival, and then you need to come back to work, okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna have the holiday from 18 until 21st, so it's gonna be all right with you then. Okay. Any other concerns about the assignments? Okay, I have another question. I don't know. I forgot. Well, like I forgot whether I have one quiz for your class already or not yet in terms of the regional economics. Let me check. Let me check. I think I did with some classes already. Not yet. We don't have quiz yet, right? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, like
Not yet, teacher.
I'm not sure, Cha.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Very good then. So let's be ready for that. Okay. Next week we might have one quiz. Okay. So be ready for that. Huh?
Churn,
Hmm?
Water Festival.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. 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 Water festival on Thursday. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. We are a little bit late behind the schedule.
For the quiz assignment,
Sorry.
for the quiz.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Could
we
you come again,
have
please?
take home question.
Darwin.
We might have take home quiz. Is that right? Take 1 week to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I would think about this too. Yeah. Okay, so let me assign you the take-home quiz. Since next week is the holiday already. I thought next week is not a holiday. Okay, I start from 18 already. Okay, so can I just ask you to do something for your take-home quiz, and then I will assign you in the Microsoft team folder. So I will create a folder for you. Then I need to ask you to do something for me in terms of take home. Okay. Can you just this one is a good idea for me also. Can you just look at the transfer course here? Okay, that is for your take home quiz. I think this one is we in the page 41. Okay, you just try to capture the meaning or the concept of transfer course in this materials. Okay, and then could you just make a summary for me around 2 pages for this as the consider as the take home quiz. Okay. Seeing we a little bit hard to manage the in-class course, okay? So just try to understand this and then make a summary for me, 2 pages, that should be enough, okay? Is that clear? The deadline should be next week, yeah. So you just try to finish it before your holiday, and then you can feel a little bit relaxed during your holiday, okay?
Shall we summarize chapter 3, the whole into 2 pages?
The transfer course, you just try to understand it and then summarize it into 2 pages only, okay? Yeah. But don't copy and paste from the summary, okay? Before at the end they have to, yeah.
When do we submit? We create
Uh,
folders.
yes, I will create folder in the Microsoft Teams. So you just, as normal, you just typed it and then you just rename the file as your names, and then you just upload it in the Microsoft Teams folders, and then that's it, okay? Is my instruction clear enough?
Teacher, can I have a clarification? So we
Yes.
only read the transfer course, like the whole
Yeah.
chapter 3, and then summarize it to 2 pages. And when
Yes.
is the deadline, teacher?
The deadline is 18th of November.
Oh, okay. Thank you, teacher.
Yes, you're welcome. I will assign it in soon Microsoft Teams, so 18th of November. Okay. So just dropped it before that, and then that should be safe for you all, and then you can have a relaxed feeling during your holiday. Okay. And then you can be working on next Monday, 22nd. Okay, for your presentation on 25th of November. Is everything clear, Dalia? Seem to be quiet today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. For I don't know whether, yeah. Maybe for the week of 25th, maybe I would like to have a one makeup class for you to compensate what I absent last time. Okay. Yeah. Maybe let's see. I will inform you in advance. Okay. I think everything gonna be finished from my side. How about your side? Any concern you need me to clarify for you, or any question for you to? Okay, so let me, before we close our discussions, let me tell you a little bit about the objective that I asked you to do the research on some of the international company to be located in Cambodia contact. Okay. This one is just very small scale for you. This one is very small scale, meaning to say that you just look at the environment in Cambodia contact only. You need to look at the other some factors inside Cambodia. If you would like to expand or you would like to scale up your thinking, you may think of the regional levels. Okay. For example, you are the very big company, or for example, like U.S. company, and then you are not looking in Cambodia market, you are looking in the regional market, for example, in Southeast Asia markets. And then you might think about this: where I can look at my manufacturing or my plants in which country in Southeast Asia. You need to look at about that, okay? And I think if you follow the news very well, you will notice some of the American presidents, they are trying to have a very good relationship with the Southeast Asia. And now the trend already changed. The trend of the United States and the Vietnamese government, and also some part of the other country in Southeast Asia, like Laos, and also like Myanmar, they're trying to change the perception a little bit. I believe Vietnam is a very good. Vietnam is a very good location for the U.S. company. That's why, not U.S. but also the European company. That's why they are trying to negotiate with the Vietnamese government. And then some of the economists believe that in the next 5 years, Vietnam is going to become close to the Singapore. Yeah, yeah. I think to me it's also quite reasonable in terms of the fast growth in Vietnam. in the next 5 years might be close to Singapore, I can say like that, in terms of the development and also the living standard, okay? And also the foreign direct investment levels in Vietnam is the same. And then the question might come up why Europeans and US are really interested in Vietnam country, okay? You need to look at that too. The major reason that I can tell you right now is about the sea transportations through the sea, okay? And also the Vietnamese government also trying to relax some of the regulatory systems inside of Vietnam. So it's good sign for them to have a partners or collaborations the outside world. Okay. Okay. I think that should be all from my side again. It's quite raining so hard here, so it's a little bit hard for me to. So again, are there any concerns that you would like me to address for you, please?
Teacher, so the take-home quiz is individual, right?
Right. Right. Not group, right? Individuals. Individuals.
Thank you, teacher.
Very good, thanks. Srinit, I don't know whether you have learned from your group's presentations, from your friend group presentations. Send an yes, your name appear on the screen. That's right.
Hello, calling my name.
Okay. Okay.
I cannot hear you clearly because of the internet.
Not really.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So may I ask about the question again?
Okay. Or not, okay? It's not about the serious question. It's just like a simple questions. Okay. Okay, it's all right then. If you don't have any further concern or clarification you need from me, could I just end our class right here, and then you can have enjoyed the rest of the evening, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, thank you, like.
Okay, thank you so much, and also thank for your efforts in terms of doing the presentation. Okay, have a good day. See you on Monday.
Goodbye,
Bye, like.
Bye bye.